Hello everyone, welcome back to our CCNP series ENCORE 350-401. If you remember, we are doing the OSPF. In this one, we are going to do the OSPF, that is passive interface. We have two topics pending here. One is passive interface and one is summarization. So in our next class, we are going to do the summarization. Now in this class, we are going to do the passive interface. So when we finish this two topic, our OSPF will be finished. Then we will start the EIGRP. After that, we will do BGP. So let's see the passive interface. What is passive interface and why we need this passive interface? Let's see that one. We are going to do the lab for this one big lab, or we can do a small lab, no issue. Concept is more important. When you have the concept, you can do with your own words, with your own, you can create many topology and you can do that one. Okay, so we will focus more on the concept. So let me show you. See here, I have one router here, example R1. Okay, and this R1 is connected to R2, and I have another router. Router is connected to ISP router, Internet Service Provider. This is a Internet Service Provider router. I have my Ethernet cable, that is fast Ethernet 0x0. Here also 0x0. Here is 0x1. And I have this maybe connected to some switch, and this connected to some switch, and I have many PC machines are working here. Okay, many machines are working here. Example, this will be 0x1 and this will be 1x0, fast Ethernet 1x0. We are running the OSPF here. Okay, we are running the OSPF here. Let me write here, we are discussing the topic passive interface. Why we need the passive interface? Why we need the passive interface? If you know, write in the chat box, write in the comments. Okay, write in the comment why we need the passive interface. Okay, so so if you see here in this one, when we run the OSPF in this router, this interface, okay, and then here, and if you run here, generally we did not run in OSPF in the interface which is connected to ISP. But what we done here in this interface, we will do the default route. We will say 0.0.0 and 0.0.0 forward to the ISP. Okay, so generally we do the default route. But if we configure here OSPF in this interface as well as this interface, we need to do anyhow, because we need to send this network to the OSPF. So what problem we will have? If you see here is OSPF is enabled, here is OSPF is enabled, here is OSPF is enabled. By mistake, if anyone from the ISP, if they run the OSPF, our all routes will go there. Okay, I am giving example, or if you don't like this example, take this example. This is your organization, some guys are working here. This guy know the ethical hacking and he knows so many things. He come, his laptop is having the Kali Linux. He will run as a OSPF protocol in his machine. This machine will send the OSPF hello packets. It will go here, and this interface become as a neighbor of this one, they both, and he will put the Wireshark here. He will capture all the network traffic. What is the router ID? What is a hello timer, dead timer, all the information, whatever you have, how many routers you have. This guy will get all the network detail. So we can say this is a vulnerability, or we can say this is a not secure. So what we need to do, we need to disable here. So what we will do, we will use the passive interface command to disable. Why we use the passive interface? We use passive interface to disable the hello packets. Example, I don't want to send the hello packets in this site. I will put the passive interface command. I don't want to send hello packets to the ISP site. So I will put the passive interface command. Okay, so what we will say, hello packets are sent on the interface. Wherever we activate the OSPF, hello packets will go there. So by using the passive interface command, we will disable the sending updates on that particular interface. Okay, particular interface we will disable. I hope you have the idea, right? So now let's do the small lab, so you will have the more idea about this one. But remember, in a real scenario where we are doing this one, we are doing for the like wherever our LAN network is connected, that side we are doing this one. Okay, So let me take 3 router. I will take 3 routers. So we will have some scenario. We will configure the OSPF and then we will disable some interface, the hello timer, and we can check by using the Wireshark. We can capture by using the Wireshark. So I am taking this 3 router. Imagine this is a router. Let me connect here. I will rename this router as a ISP. Okay, I will rename this router as a ISP. Imagine this is a ISP or any network, whatever you need. ISP I am doing as a ISP, or let me take I will use this one R3 only, no issue. I have 3 router. Okay, I have 3 router here. I have 3 router. Let me design the IP schema 192.168.12.0/24, and this one I will make bold, and let me increase the size here, and this color let me change as a blue, and this we will have this side, and this side we will have the, you can give any IP schema. I am giving this is a router 2 and 3, so I will give 23. Okay, so this side will be .1 and here .2, here .1, here .2, like that. And we can create the loopback if you want to advertise some interface. Let me create here loopback. I will do here as a loopback. Like this is a router R1, so I will write loopback 1, and IP I will give here 1.1.1.1. okay, /8. You can give any IP. I will give /8. Let me, okay, and let me make this duplicate this one. I will make this let me move this here. I will create loopback in this router. This is a router 2, so I will take this is a router 2, and loopback we will create like 2.2.2. This is router 2, so I will take 2.2.2. let me do here. So this will be your wish. Whatever you want to give, you can give. Just to explain the concept, I am doing this way. Your wish, whatever you want, you can do, no issue. And here I will create, this is a loopback 3, because I am saying router 3, so I am giving loopback 3, and I am giving the IP 3.3.3. okay, so this is a loopback 1 I have here, loopback 2 here I have, loopback 3 I have here. Okay, so let me start the router. So it will take some time to start up, and then we will take the console also of this router. Let me take the console of this router. Let it be start. Let me take console for router 2 and console for router 3. Meanwhile, this router will start. We will take the we will write the configuration in the notepad. Configuration will be easy, what we are doing till now. Okay, configuration will be very similar what we do. Let me write here no. Okay, and let me go to all router, and I will write no, and here also I will go and I will write no here also. Let me move this here, I'll move this here. Okay, so here I will write no, and then enter in the R1, then in the R2 I already wrote no. Okay, so this is ready, R2 is ready. In the R3 I wrote no, I think so. This is also ready. Let me write okay. R3 is ready, R1 is also ready, and R2 is also ready. So what I can do, I can write in the notepad, or I can do directly also, but anyhow we will write in the notepad. I will write here passive interface, I will write bracket OSPF. We are doing for the OSPF this passive interface lab. Okay, so passive interface OSPF lab. Why we use this? We used to disable the hello on that particular interface. In simple words, you can say we will stop the hello packets by using the passive interface. That's all. Okay, so let me write here the configuration. So we will see our topology. By seeing the topology, we can write here. So I will write the configuration for the R1. So R1 configuration. So enable config T, same thing what we do, host name R1, then we will write interface fast Ethernet 0 by 0. This is a fast Ethernet 0 by 0. I am using fast Ethernet. I will write IP address 192.168.12.1 255.255.255.0 and no shut. Okay, this is just I assign the IP, then I will create the loopback 1. I will assign the IP as IP address as 1.1.1.1 and 255.0.0.0. okay, no dots, right? This is basic what we done from long time. Just I assign the IP address, then we will run the router OSPF1. okay, router OSPF1. After that I am writing the OSPF commands. If you want, we can write later also, or if you want to define the router ID, we can define also. So let me define here only router ID. I will write 1.1.1. You can write any router ID, no need to write the loopback or anything. If you are defining, you can define any IP, okay, but I am writing here as a loopback IP. Then we will check which interface you want to put in the OSPF. This interface fast Ethernet 0x0 as well as loopback 1. So we will write interface fast Ethernet 0x0, and then I will write IP OSPF1 area 0. This is a command. With this one we will enable the OSPF in particular this interface. So now I need to enable the OSPF in the loopback interface, loopback 1. okay, so we will write IP OSPF1 area 0. So this is a configuration for the R1. okay, this is a basic configuration what we learned from till now. So I will just copy this whole configuration. I will divide this page. okay, I will divide this page and I will paste here. We will modify here. This is the R2, this is the router R2, and this is also R2. And if you see here, let me move this up. okay, if you see here, this one F fast Ethernet 1/0. So I will make this one as a fast Ethernet 1/0. This is 12.2. okay, 12.2. and you have loopback 2 here. So I will make this as a loopback 2, and here you have 2.2.2. So I will write 2.2.2.2. okay, and this is a router OSPF1, and router ID should not be same. Here we will give router ID as a 2.2.2. Your wish, if you want give 3.3.3 you can give, or even if you did not give, automatically the OSPF is going to take the router ID. First he will check the highest loopback interface. If you don't have the highest loopback, if you don't have the loopback, then he will check the physical highest IP address and he will make as a router ID. But here manually I am doing, no issue. okay, after that if you see here, this is a interface, a fast Ethernet, that is F1/0, and this is F0/0. So in the F0/0 we enable the OSPF. okay, this one we enable the OSPF, and here what I will do, I will do fast Ethernet 1/0. So I will make fast Ethernet 1/0. So I enable both the interface OSPF. So this is a basic configuration what we want, we done. okay, now we will do for the R3, router R3. So I will copy this configuration from here to here. I will paste this configuration here, and if you see here, what we will make changes here, we will make 3. This is a router 3, and here is the IP is 23. right, here we did not change, I think, IP. okay, here we configure only one interface, that is fast Ethernet 0/1. We did not configure fast Ethernet 0/0. So what I will do, I will configure here also fast Ethernet 0/0. So this is a fast Ethernet 0/0, and this will be 23.23.1. okay, and here also we need to do the OSPF for the loopback 0 we did not done, so we need to do loopback 0. So I will copy this one, same thing I will paste here, and I will change this as a loopback as a 2, because we have loopback 2 here. okay, no confusion, right? Just what I done, I forget to assign the IP to this interface. So just now I assign the IP to this interface, and I forget to do the OSPF to the loopback. So I enable the OSPF in the loopback 2. That's all. Now I will go for the R3. R3 is having 2 interface, F0/0. So if you see here, F0/0, I will create here F0/0. F0/0, and here you have the IP address 23. This one, let me remove this 23. This is a 23, right? 23.2. So this is 23.2, and you have the loopback as 3, and you have the IP. This one is 3.3.3.3, and here router ID we will change as 3.3.3, and this fast Ethernet, here we enable the OSPF, here we enable the OSPF. okay, so I will remove this one. We don't have this, we have only the loopback. So I will put for the loopback here. okay, and you have the loopback 3 as we create loopback 3. Till here no doubts, right? This is basic what we learned from starting. Let me repeat here. We taken the router R3, we have this interface, we assign the IP. We have this logical interface, we assign the IP. We run the OSPF, we assign the router ID, and then we enable the OSPF in fast Ethernet 0x0 and the loopback 3. That's all. Now we will copy and paste the configuration. Okay, so let me take from here till here. I will take this, I will go in the R1, I will paste here. Okay, in R1 no error, nothing, everything is good. So I will copy for the R2. For R2 I will take from here to where till here. I will take this one also. I will go here, I will paste here, something wrong. Maybe let me copy correctly, maybe I did not copy properly. R2 from here to here. I will copy this, I will go here, I will paste here. So everything is good. Okay, no error, nothing, everything is good. Here also everything is good. So what I will do now, for R3 I will copy for R3 and I will go here in the R3, I will paste this in the R3. Okay, so OSPF is going to enable in the all the 3 router. So what we will do, we will check here, we can check here, we can write show IP OSPF. Okay, or we can do the neighbor also. Let me show IP OSPF neighbor. So we have neighbor, and if you see show IP root, if you see we have the neighborship up here. So what I will do, I will write here show IP OSPF root. So if you see we have the 2 root, this is coming from the OSPF and this is also coming from the OSPF. Okay, so if you have confusion, let me show you in this way, show IP root OSPF. So you will see only 2 roots, that is one is coming 2.2.2. I am here in the R1. I am here in the R1. If you see I am here standing here, I am getting 2 root 2.2.2. Okay, 2.2.2, and I am getting here another root is 192.168.23.0. If I want to go here also, this is getting from OSPF, but I am not getting 3.3.3. something wrong, maybe we missed something. Let's see why it is not getting here the 3.3.3. let's see here it is enabled or not. First of all, show IP interface brief, we assign okay, show run, then I will write here section OSPF. If you see we advertise router ID and we put, or what we can do here, I can write show IP root. Here we are getting 1.1, okay, and 2.2 and this. Let me write show IP root OSPF. If you see we are getting the 3 root here, right? One is 2.2, one is 1 dot something, and another is this one. So we should have same thing here also. So let's see. Yeah, now we have the root. They are taking some time, but now we have 3.3 also we have. So what we are saying, our router, that is R1, is getting the root, this one and this as well as this. Okay, so example, imagine this is a ISP, imagine this is a ISP, or maybe this one you can say your LAN network. Example, this is your LAN network. Maybe you have switch here and you have this PC, someone bring the Kali Linux and they enable the OSPF here, and you enable OSPF here. So this guy is a laptop, this is a laptop, he is running the Kali Linux and he run the OSPF, and hello packets go here and they become neighbor. Okay, so they become neighbor. If you have confusion, we can capture the packet. Let me go here, capture, and which interface, this one. Let me see, fast Ethernet 0x0. So I will go here, capture fast Ethernet 0x0. Okay, so I will start capturing this one. We can see the hello packets. Okay, in this one I am saying the scenario. Let me write here OSPF. If you OSPF and search this one OSPF, if you see we have the hello packets. This guy 192.168.23.2 is sending and 23.1 is sending. If you see, this is a 23.1. This guy is sending hello, this guy is sending hello. Imagine this is not a router. Imagine this is not a router. You can see this is your employee who is working in your organization. This is a guy, he is having the laptop. Maybe this is accountant or maybe any guy, but he is having the knowledge of the networking, Kali Linux, ethical hacking, he know that one. So what he done, he installed the Kali Linux in the VMware workstation, and after that he enabled the OSPF. With this one he is sending the hello packets to this router, and this router is sending the hello packets. All the detail he is getting, he can enable the Wireshark here and he can check your packet, he can get the detail, or here also in the routing table he can get all the information. So how we can save? So you need to remember, whenever your router is connecting to the LAN network, that interface we will put as a passive interface. We need to put this one as a passive interface. So what we will do here, this interface we will put as a passive, because this is our LAN, this is a PC. Example, this is some guy is working here. So if we enable passive interface, these hello packets will stop going from this interface. Okay, we can verify. So I will show you how we can put that one. Let me show you. Passive interface, this is very simple command. You need to go here inside the router in the R2. I will minimize this one. I will take the console of R2. This is R2, right? So we will go in the R2, because if you see, this is a PC, he is having all the network. If you see, this guy is having all the network. You have, this is a lab purpose, we use 3 router, but if we have more router, this guy will get all the information of the network. Okay, all the detail. If we run so many commands like show IP OSPF neighbor, show IP OSPF, he will get all the detail. So what we need to do, we need to enable the here passive interface command, so this guy should not get the detail. So what I will do, I will go in the router R2. We need to go inside the router R2. So we need to go inside router OSPF1. We need to go inside the router OSPF1. Then we need to type passive interface and whatever the interface. This is a fast Ethernet 0x0. So we write fast Ethernet 0x0. When you press when you type this one, see the neighborship will go down for this one, and if you see in the Wireshark, automatic hello packets will stop here. Okay, this is the last hello packet. After that, no hello packets. Only the guy, that is 23.2, he is sending the packet, but we are not replying. Okay, he is sending that packet. Let me show you here. Only 23.2. If you see, this is the guy 23.2, the bad guy, the guy who is working in our organization. He is trying to hack our network. That guy, he is sending the packet saying that hello. Okay, he is sending the packet saying the hello. That packet is coming. His IP is 192.168.23.2. This guy is sending the hello packet, but this router, as we run already that passive interface, this guy will not send any hello message. If you see here, link is down here. This neighborship will be not there from this side to this side. Okay, so with this one, what we will say, we can save our network. So you need to remember, you need to enable the passive interface. A particular LAN network means whatever LAN is connected to our OSPF, that interface we can enable this one for security purpose, as well as any link is connected to ISP, we can enable there also, because we don't want to run the hello messages to the ISP side. Okay, so this is a basic lab for the passive interface. So I hope you have the idea about the passive interface, what is passive interface, all that one. If you see here in our syllabus, they mention the passive interface. So we done the lab for the passive interface. So this is very easy and simple. Just in your own words, you can define, like whenever you enable the OSPF, hello packets are sent on that interface. Whatever interface you enable the OSPF, hello packets are sending from that interface. So to stop the hello packets, we use the passive interface. Generally, we are using this one. Our router wherever is connected to LAN network, that side we will enable this one, as well as from the ISP site, wherever our router is connected to ISP. Okay, that's all. This is a passive interface. So in next class, we are going to do the summarization. So thank you very much for seeing our video. Subscribe to our channel, share with your friend who is interested in CCNA, CCNP and Python. Thank you. Bye.